Good morning everyone, and welcome to my channel if you're new. If you're not new, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina, and today I don't really feel like doing anything besides reading and doing book related things. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and I'm gonna take you with me on this journey. I really feel like just hanging out with you guys and just having a really chill day dedicated to reading what I need to read. Also, I checked Storygraph yesterday. I officially hit 12 books this year. Yay! Now that might not seem like a lot for you, but compared to last year how I was doing, this was around the time when I started to get into a slump and stopped reading. So the fact that I still feel the need to continue reading after I hit this milestone makes me so happy. Like I'm just like in the mood to read lately. What is this feeling? So sudden and new. Really just want to get out of the house. I feel like I haven't been using my days off and putting them to good use. I haven't really gone book shopping lately, and to be honest, I don't really think I'm gonna buy much of anything. I kind of just want to like walk through a bookstore. That feeling is immaculate, and I haven't done that in a while. So like I might like window shop a bit, but I do kind of want to buy stuff. We'll see how I'm feeling when I leave the house, okay? As of right now, it's kind of raining outside. Like, I don't know if it's still raining, but it looks cloudy enough that I think it's gonna be like on and off rain all day. At least that's what it said on the weather app on my phone. We're hitting that weird point in the year in Michigan specifically where Mother Nature doesn't really know what she wants to do with us. One minute it could be sunny, it's like 60 degrees outside. The next it could be raining all day, or it could be snowing. So it's really a toss-up. That's why I haven't really changed out the clothes in my closet. Usually I know like for some people it's around the time where they get rid of their sweaters and their crew necks and start pulling out their tank tops. We can't do that yet because Mother Nature has us in purgatory. So I don't really know what's up with the weather today. I'm gonna try to let it not kill my vibe too much. I need to get out of the house. I need to like do things today that will like boost up my serotonin, because on top of the weather being shitty, my seasonal depression is kicking in. So that's like always fun. It's not in like full throttle or anything. It's just kind of like slowly creeping up. And I know you might be confused, like, Marina, what do you mean your seasonal depression? The weather is starting to look nicer outside. Usually my seasonal depression hits in like the summertime, and as soon as I felt like it was starting to hit 40, my body just started deteriorating. Like I can't do this. I don't like this feeling. So I'm gonna do stuff that makes me happy as like a reverse psychology method towards my brain and my body. Like, we have to do stuff. This is the perfect weather to do stuff. Why are you acting like this? You know, I'm gonna like gaslight myself, so that's always fun. Though I'm thinking I'm gonna like wait it out to see what it's looking like. I might give it like an hour or two before I actually leave. I just want you guys to know like this is the plan for the video, and maybe a little book haul at the end. You never really know. Honestly, because it's a Saturday, I'm sure it's gonna be like busy at the bookstore. So I don't know how much I would be able to film, because you know I hate filming in public. It's like really anxiety inducing, but I'm gonna try. I love coffee. I'll let you guys know when I'm heading out. Alright guys, it's officially time to leave. I don't know if you could tell, but the sun is actually shining outside. There's still some clouds in the sky, but for the most part I think I should be fine. I checked the weather app again because it keeps changing every hour, so like even now when I tell you this, I don't believe that it's true, but it doesn't say anything about rain for the next like few hours, like until nighttime. So I think I can officially leave without having to worry about getting like absolutely soaked. Yay. Okay, the plan is, well, first I have to go to the store to get some things. My mom told me that I'm on iced coffee duty because we like go purge through the iced coffee together, and it only lasts like 3 days. So I need to go get iced coffee from the store along with like other like mini things, and then after I leave the store we can actually go book shopping. Sounds like a good time, right? Now there's this one bookstore that my friend keeps on telling me about. I think it's like an indie bookstore in Michigan. I think it's called Sidecar or Sidekick Bookstore or whatever. I have not been there, and I kind of want to go, but I've been putting it off because it's kind of a drive. Like, it's not far or anything, it's only like 30 minutes, but I don't want to drive if I don't have to drive. But I've never been there, and I think that could be fun, just like look around and see what they have. You know, support your local indie bookstores, am I right? And go to the library maybe. I know I already told you guys some of this, but like I think I'm trying to like pull out a plan, so I'm just not driving aimlessly trying to figure out what I want to do. I think the area where that bookstore is at also is next to the record store that I usually go to, so I might stop at the record store, get a record or two. I don't know, I haven't gotten any vinyls in like months because they're so freaking expensive, and I'm trying to budget a little bit this year. But I really do miss like actually using my record player. I haven't used it in months, and that's like my bad, but I feel like buying a vinyl might help me in that process of using it again. You know what I mean? The books that I am bringing today are Sunrise on the Reaping and The Right Move by Liz Tom Ford. Now, you guys remember how I said that I read Mile High, like I think at the beginning of the year, like the tail end of last year, and it was a really, really good book, and I wanted to give the rest of the books in the series a chance. I've heard nothing but great things about The Right Move, so I started that on my Kindle literally last night just because I felt like it. I also started, of course, Sunrise on the Reaping last night because I got my copy early thanks to my job, and the tea is I really need to finish this book before like Tuesday. Today is Saturday. I need to finish it in like a few days because I'm hosting an event for it at my job, and Tuesday is when this book actually comes out, but because I need to like host an event for it, I got my copy a little bit early. So yeah, the goal is to kind of like read this book first. Like this is the main priority, is to get through this book hopefully by the end of the weekend. But you know, if I feel like reading a little cutesy sports romance, who's gonna stop me? No one, right? So that's what The Right Move is for. I've been trying to balance like reading multiple books at once again. I haven't done this in like the past few years. It's really fun. As a mood reader, I'm having a great time, and I actually have time to read multiple books at once. So I'm loving how this is going for me, you know? The Right Move I'm reading on my Kindle, so I'm gonna bring this, I'm gonna bring my Kindle, and that's really all I need, if I'm being honest. Peep the Kennedy Ryan merch that I got for Christmas. Ooh. I think I'm gonna head out now, and you guys are coming with me. Again, I don't know how much I'm gonna want to film because I'm gonna be filming in public, and ew, that's gross. But I have to conquer that fear eventually. I feel like I've been doing YouTube for too long to not feel comfortable enough filming outside my home. Like it's actually kind of ridiculous. I need to get over that. So we're gonna put my anxiety to the test today, which is always fun. That's the plan. Let's go. I just picked up what I needed to pick up from the store. I ended up spending a lot more than I thought because, ooh, not that. No, Zane, stop. Okay. I ended up spending a lot more than I thought because I didn't realize I got to the store that I needed other things besides coffee. Other things are important that are not caffeine. I sometimes forget that. So yeah, I really do think that I'm just probably going to be window shopping. I might leave out with one book, but that's it, because between gas and this impromptu store trip, like I said, budgeting is important this year, okay? I'm trying to like be better at it, so I can't book buy. I need to like put down the windows. It's getting very hot in my car. It's a nice day outside. It's like kind of windy, and it still is like still fresh from the rain, so there's like that rain smell that you get after it finishes raining that's outside. I like it. It's a nice day. I am still gonna spend it outside, but I'm just letting y'all know I probably won't be spending much money today, but that's okay. You know, it's okay to just walk through a bookstore. Like I said, that's the vibe I'm going for. I'm just a girl walking through a bookstore trying to be a main character today. Let me put in the directions for this place because I don't know where it's at. I know the general area, but I don't know where this bookstore is located, so I'm gonna have to check. And yeah, I'll let you guys know when I get there. Okay guys, I'm feeling overstimulated already. I forgot that this is why you guys can't even see me, because my camera is focusing on my steering wheel and not me. That's annoying. I completely forgot that driving in Michigan is hell lately because all of the freeways that I need to go on are blocked off due to construction that's gonna last like a year or two. So I had to take a whole lot of back roads and shit to get here, and I'm already tired. And it looks like it's busy around here. A lot of people are wearing green. I forgot people are celebrating St. Patrick's Day, even though it's not for another like few days, but it is St. Patrick's weekend, I guess. So the whole entire downtown area of where I'm at is so crowded with people, and there are some roads blocked off because it's like an event or whatever. So I don't know how I'm gonna get back home, but we don't have to worry about that right now. I'm like down the street from the bookstore. I found a place to park. I need to pay for the parking spot, which is also why I hate coming down here. There's nowhere to park ever in downtown. I'm currently in like Royal Oak. I'm not in Detroit or anything, but it's like a whole nightmare to get down here. But I'm optimistic. I'm ready to go. I have my bag and stuff ready. let's do this. You guys are coming with me. And then if I feel like it, then I will still go to the vinyl store. But honestly, I don't know. The vibe is like very chaotic and busy, as I expected for like a Saturday period, but like a holiday weekend as well. I was not prepared because I don't celebrate St. Patrick's. And I feel like underdressed because everyone's wearing green and I'm not. I'm wearing like a bright yellow crew neck. I ended up finding a bookstore by accident. It wasn't the bookstore that I was planning on going to. It was like an indie bookstore, and I think they were all used books in there, and it was like really cozy and sweet. Everyone was very nice, and I really wanted to just browse around, but I only have my parking spot for an hour, so I needed to go to the other bookstore that I actually came here for, which is actually right there. That place was actually really cute, and I will definitely be going back there because, wow, they had a lot of good stuff. I just didn't have time to look around. On to the next. Guys, I don't know if you can hear that, but it is raining. You can also see it too. I got done shopping like as soon as the rain started. I still have like 10 more minutes left on my meter, but there's nothing I can really do if it's raining. Like I would stay inside one of the bookstores I found and just like peruse, but I honestly think it's time to go home. The bookstores I went through were really nice though. I wish I had like more cozy bookstores like this around my home. Like where I live, we only have like maybe 1-2 bookstores, and they're all like 20 to 30 minutes away, hence why I had to drive all the way down here to find a good bookstore. But yeah, both of them were nice. I do think I prefer paper trails a little bit more because I really like that like chaotic feeling bookstores have, where like it's organized chaos kind of with the way that they lay out their books and have their setup. Whereas I think that Sidetrack, I think that's the name of it, the fact that I went inside of it and still don't know the name is actually so unserious of me. Yeah, Sidetrack Bookshop. I went in there and I got a few bookmarks. I'll show you guys what I got when I get back home, but I think this was a success. I still do want to go to the library because they actually have seating, places to sit and read. And now it just stopped raining out of nowhere. See, it's gonna be one of those days where it's like on and off rain, and I don't feel like dealing with that. I kind of just want to sit somewhere for a while and just like read without having to worry about like my hair, my outfit, my books getting wet. That would be nice. Also, I don't know how I ended up losing the foam that goes around my mic for my camera. Those foams are nowhere to be found. They have to be somewhere in my bag because I only put you guys, my camera, in my bag, and I'm confused as to where the foam things went to cover up my mic, especially now that it's raining. I would really like those foams back, but I dug through my purse, I took everything out, and I still can't find them. So off to a great start for me. Hopefully by the time I get to the library, it stops raining. But honestly, I like the vibe of rain when I read. I like the vibes that rain gives, especially on my days off, because it's just like a time to be cozy inside and just read all day. So it's the perfect vibe. I'm just like outside, so I don't like it as much when I'm outside. It's time to go to the library, time to read a little bit of Sunrise on the Reaping. Really excited. Yay. I made it to the library. Yay, next destination. Okay, so the rain has completely stopped. I just love Michigan so much. Now it's really windy though, so I kind of regret not bringing like any jacket at all. Like, I think it's gonna be fine because again, I'm gonna be inside the library the whole time. I'm not like gonna be reading outside or anything, but it's very, very windy. Like, I can hear the wind outside my car. I hope it's not picking up over the microphone. I'm gonna go in there and read for a few hours. It's gonna be fun. I'm assuming that it's gonna be busy. Parking wasn't as bad as usual. Usually it takes me a minute to find a parking spot at the library, but today it wasn't that bad. So I'm hoping it's not too busy. Oh my God, you can't see me. Yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Alright guys, I'm officially back home. Ignore my hair. I feel like it's a lot more frizzy because I got rained on earlier, so it's bothering me. I doubt that it's bothering you, but because it's bothering me, I felt the need to say something. So I'm back home from the library. That was a good time. I feel like I don't go to the library enough. I try to go like whenever I have like a free day, but most of my days off have been dedicated to like filming other videos or having like side plans that were never really planned. And sometimes I just need a day to go to the library and just like sit. Libraries are so fun to me. I got a little over 100 pages in to Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm on chapter 8 right now. Guys, Suzanne Collins, I'm waiting for you to miss, and yet you're not. How come every release that you've had for like the past 20 years in regards to this series right here keeps on hitting? That's actually crazy. I feel like I don't need to tell you guys what the story is about because everyone already knows. This is Haymitch's story. As you guys know, this is one of my anticipated releases of 2025. So when I got my hands on it, I was like, I'm going to dive into this immediately, and I'm so far not disappointed at all with what I am reading. This might be a 5-star book. I'm, again, only 100 pages in, not even halfway through, so I'm like gonna try to be unbiased here, but I know when I read a Hunger Games book what I'm about to get into, and it's nothing less than like 4 stars. Usually. We don't count Mockingjay here. If you guys don't know what Sunrise on the Reaping is, it is another prequel to the Hunger Games series. This follows Haymitch, and if you don't know who Haymitch is, he was Katniss and Peeta's mentor in the OG Hunger Games, and this is following his Hunger Games that he ended up winning. And his was the second quarter quell, which is basically like every 25 years, President Snow feels the need to be even more of a cartoon villain than he already is. And he has the tributes do the Hunger Games, but it's like amped up by 10,000. Every 25 years, the Hunger Games has a little spin on it. I think Catching Fire, the spin was that previous tributes who won their Hunger Games had to come back. So if you remember the second Hunger Games book or movie, that's what that was. This one follows the 50th Hunger Games, which is Haymitch's game, and he has double the amount of tributes. So instead of 24, he has 48 because they're actually insane. Like they just do this for funsies, you know, just killing and hurting and traumatizing kids. Welcome to the Hunger Games, and may the odds be ever in your favor. So we're following Haymitch, and it's nice to see who he was before the Hunger Games took all of his innocence. I'm not saying like he's not like just as sarcastic and cynical as he is in the OG books. His personality is still the same, but you could tell like the Hunger Games definitely killed his spirit. Because in this, he's so hopeful. He looks out for everyone. He has a lot of love to give to the people that are around him. And he only wants to help. And then the Hunger Games make him feel like there's no point in that. So it's honestly just seeing the sad demise of a character. It's kind of like Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Instead of like seeing like the villain origin story, we're seeing the origin story of a man who the system failed. And it's really freaking sad, but I am liking it. I'm really, really liking it. It's a lot easier, I feel like, to read than the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, but that's because I feel like we already know what we're getting into when it comes to Haymitch's book, because we already know the whole entire ins and outs of the Hunger Games, like what the tributes have to go through, what they have to prep for, what the whole like trials are, kind of. So it's kind of glazing over all of that we already know from the OG books, and getting more into like the introspective parts of the games from Haymitch's point of view, which I again am really enjoying. And of course a few cameos here and there. This is a spoiler-free vlog, so I'm not going to say anything, but the few cameos that we've gotten so far, enjoying those. And a few of the callbacks as well. Please, you already know Suzanne Collins loves her a good callback from previous books, and this one, the amount of callbacks in here and the characters that she's bringing into this book, amazing. I can already tell that I'm going to like, what's her name? I'm forgetting her name, even though she's like probably gonna be my favorite character. Maisie? Yeah, that's a bad bitch right there. Everyone hates like Mean Girls, but let's just be clear. I feel like you should give Mean Girls a chance, you know, because Maisie is known as like the mean girl of District 12. Like the teenagers look at her as like a bully, a mean girl, whatever. But she's kind of holding her own in this book. Like, I'm sorry, Haymitch and the other guy, they gotta follow suit. She's not messing around, and I love her spirit. I love her attitude, so I think she's gonna probably be my favorite character, which is sad because we all know how this book is going to end. We all know that Haymitch ends up winning his games, that the other tributes involved are going to die. So I'm not trying to get like too attached, but also it's really hard because I love her so much already. This is so far going really, really well. Again, I hope to finish it by the end of the weekend before my work event or whatever, but I'm also just trying to take it all in. Every time I get into one of these books and back into the world of the Hunger Games, it's just like so heavy. It's so heavy. Like the first chapter alone, the one that I read last night, I had to literally take a break. I wanted to get 100 pages in yesterday and I couldn't because the first chapter was already too much. So like with this, I'm really trying to just like pace myself. I don't want to rush. But while I was reading at the library, like I said, it's very easy to read through because it's already getting through like the points of the book that you expect for a Hunger Games book. But I feel like as soon as we hit the actual games part of the book, I'm going to need like time to process. So yeah, there's that. As you guys know, before I went to the library, I went to 2 different bookstores, and I already showed you guys my copy of Emma that I got from the bookstore. I couldn't tell if it was a used bookstore or not. I'm pretty sure it was. And it was so cute and cozy in there. I kind of want to go back. Maybe on a day where it's like slow. I did end up getting this copy of Emma. I'm very excited. It's a really pretty copy. It's the Signet Classics edition. Yeah, they had all of Jane Austen's books in this collection, but again, I wanted to start off with Emma because you guys know that I really wanted to read this year, along with all the other Jane Austen books, but this is the one that I prioritized the most for this year, so I bought a copy just so I can have it already when I'm planning on reading it. And then I also got this bookmark. They had a lot of like cute little bookmarks at the counter, and I wanted to leave with at least one, so I bought this bookmark that says Rodale's Book of Hints, Tips, and Everyday Wisdom. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but yeah, I just thought it was cute, so I got it. I also got bookmarks from the other store that I went to. They're all in this little baggie. Now, the Sidetrack bookshop that I went to was really cute. I took like a little bit of footage in there, but it was kind of, it wasn't busy per se, but because the store was so small, there were a lot more people in there than I was expecting, so I wasn't like filming much. But what I did get on camera, hopefully you guys saw, it was really cute in there. If you're ever like in Michigan and want to hit up a local bookstore, I think Sidetrack is perfect. It's like in Royal Oak area, and it's really pretty down there. I like it. But I ended up getting a bookmark. Yes, and then I also got this bookmark. I thought this was so cute. If my camera would focus, that would be lovely. Yeah, I got this bookmark, and I ended up leaving with two things. I wanted to get a tote bag from there as well, but again, budgeting, wasn't able to do it. But maybe next time when I go down there, I'll be able to get what I want. Overall, I think this was a pretty successful day. I'm gonna try to read more of Sunrise on the Reaping later tonight, but I think right now I kind of just want to eat. I haven't eaten anything all day, and I also want to journal. I accidentally ended up bringing my copy of Teen Players by Deanna Gray in my bag, so like my bag was a lot heavier than I expected it to be because I had a book in there that I didn't mean to bring. I had my Kindle, I had a hardcover, I ended up putting all of the stuff that I bought in my bag as well. So my shoulder, like this side of my body is like kind of exhausted. And it also reminded me that I need to like put in a review for Teen Players by Deanna Gray. That was the 12th book that I finished so far this year. I read that yesterday and finally finished it. I've been reading that since like mid-March, I think. I think I told you guys this in my reading wrap up. I've been reading that since, not mid-March, mid-February. And I finally finished it, and I can put it down in Storygraph as complete. I've been getting in like the habit of journaling through Storygraph, which is something that I'm happy I've been kind of keeping up with, because as you guys know, when it comes to like journaling and stuff, I've been trying to go the digital route just to see if that would be easier for me, because although I liked journaling physically over the past few years, I feel like it was a lot to keep up with, and if I wasn't in the mood for it, then I just wouldn't do it, and then I would never get back to it. Like I would go weeks or months without journaling, and then I would read like several books in that time, and I'd have to do it all back to back, and it was like a lot. It was a lot, and I feel like having this method of like journaling my thoughts about a book on my phone is a lot more convenient. I always have my phone on me, and I'm always on my phone. So I've been journaling through Storygraph lately, and it's nice when I remember to do it, which is usually like often, because again, I keep track of my reading progress anyway through Storygraph. Like when I start a book, I put it in Storygraph. When I finish a book, I put it through Storygraph. So usually when I put in like the finished progress thing, when I finish a book, I instantly put in my review and my thoughts about the book right after. So it's a very easy way to keep up with it. I feel was in the middle of working yesterday when I finished Teen Player, so I didn't have the chance to actually put down my thoughts about it. So I'm gonna do that now, but I can do that off camera. I don't need you guys looking at me like twiddling away on my phone. That's stupid. With that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you like to see me like do other videos like this, I don't mind. I usually keep vlogs like in the comfort of my own room, simply because I do like reading vlogs most of the time. But if you guys want like little cozy bookish day vlogs, I can always do those. This was kind of just like a one-off thing because I was really in the mood to just leave my house, and I don't regret it. I had a good time today despite like the weird weather change and me losing my films to my microphone, which still I can't find those. I'm so confused. I must have lost them in the store, but again, when I took my camera out of my bag, the foams were on the mic. Like, they were on the mic. So like, I don't understand. They must have gotten lost in my bag, but then when I looked through my bag, like I emptied that bag out, I couldn't find them. So whatever. Besides that, I had a really good day and I wouldn't mind doing this again if you guys would like to see it. So if you like this video, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you have started Sunrise on the Reaping, because by the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure it should be out already. So if you've started Sunrise on the Reaping, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys are currently reading. Let me know if you want me to read anything before the month of March ends. I already have a pretty packed list of books that I want to get through, but I'm open to any recs that you guys have. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.